Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today it's back to basics again, and today we are talking about contour and highlight and bronzer and blush. Let's start with the different terminologies. Now, contouring, that is creating a shadow, such as a shadow under here to make you look a bit thinner, or making a shadow under your bottom lip to make it look fuller, or creating shadows down the nose and thus making it look like you have a smaller and thinner nose. If you have a big forehead, you can contour up here to create a shadow so the forehead looks smaller. Now, in contrast to contouring, there is highlighting. You highlight the things you want to bring forward, such as the cheekbones, or if you have contoured your nose, maybe you want to do a little small line on your nose to make it even look smaller, or the cupid's bow to make it look fuller. You can also highlight under your brow bone to make it go more upwards. I don't highlight that much under my brow bone because I have hooded eyes. If I highlight down here, my eyes look droopy because it brings it forward. And then we have bronzer. And bronzer you put where the sun would hit you. You're supposed to look sun-kissed, like you've been out in the sun, and the sun usually hits you on the forehead and your cheeks and your nose. Some people, they use bronzer to contour. I usually do not, because I like a little bit of shimmer in my bronzer and a warmer tone. And when contouring, you want not warmth, you want a bit cooler as a shadow. And then we have blush, and this is where you put it on your cheeks where you're getting flushed. And I have quite round cheeks, so I put it in the middle of my cheeks. If you don't have that defined cheeks, you may put it a bit higher, or if you have mature skin, you might want to put it a bit higher so it doesn't come too low, because it will drag the face down. And it's supposed to give you a healthy flush. And that is the differences between them, and I'm going to show you how I apply them and in which order. I always start with contouring, and my favorite is the Smashbox Trio. And I love this cooler tone here to contour. I have used up all this. This was a lighter shade that I put under my eyes to highlight as a contrast. Now I only highlight with concealer under my eyes to make it more bright. And I usually only contour when I contour under my cheek to make me have a more narrow face, because I have quite the round face. If you have trouble finding where to put it, you can take a brush and you can roll the brush down your cheek, and when you feel it going in, that's where you're supposed to put it. make sure you do not put it too far and close to your mouth. And always brush it upwards, never downwards. If it gets down too low, you can always use powder to make it the line more sharp if you want that. I went a little too heavy-handed, so I'm taking my powder brush to help blend it out more. And that's usually just where I contour. I like my nose how it is, so I don't contour my nose. If you want me to show you, I would be happy to. Another way to bronze, as I said, is, or contour, is if you have a big forehead, or your jawline. If you want your jawline to be more defined, you can create a shadow here. And then I always go in with my bronzer, and as I said, I put it where the sun would hit me, but I always blend it out a little bit all over my face because I want to look like I've been suntanning. And I usually do it in a 3 shape, and then I just blend it out all over my face. And then blush, I find the highest points of my cheeks. That is where I first put the color, and then I blend it upwards to my temples. And with highlighter, that is what I use the last in this process, and I like highlighting my cheekbones and to make it a little more natural looking, to catch light when turning your face. Usually you have a high point here, so you can put just a little bit there, and also down my nose a bit and my cupid's bow. Make sure not to go ham on the cupid's bow. You may look like you have a sweat mustache. Yes, I've done that. Don't do that. So, you can do all these. I have today used powders. You can use liquids, you can use creams, and that is up to you. It's your preference. If you're using both liquid, creams, and powder, make sure you use liquid and creams before powders. Some people use different shades of foundation, like a darker foundation here and then a lighter foundation under here and above, and then you have a darker foundation up here, and that gives a very natural result. However, I do not want to spend money on 2 shades of foundation, so I use powders. Some people prefer creams. They think it's easier to work with, and also a cream blush usually stays a little bit longer than powder. In my experience, blush is the thing that goes away first during the day. So you could do a blush, a cream blush, and then on top you could do a powder blush to set it and make it last longer. That is it for this Back to Basics video. If you have questions, or if you want me to show you something in particular about this, please leave it down below. and help a girl out and hit the like button and make sure to press subscribe so you don't miss my next video. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!